everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing a favorites of like past couple months. I really haven't been using a whole ton of new products lately. I just kind of been sticking to what's been working for me because my face is like going insane right now, so I'm trying not to use so many new products, trying to know what covers, what's going to last on my skin all day. So I just have this basket of the favorite things I've been loving this past month, well, past couple months. So first thing on top, Pixie highlighter in the shade London Luster, and this is the Aspen Ovard collaboration. This highlighter is so freaking good. I'm wearing it today, and it's been on since, it's been on for I think probably 6-8 hours now, and it's still gorgeous. I freaking love this highlighter so much. It's like the perfect shade. I want to get the other shade too, just the perfect shade for very pale skin tones. It looks kind of glowy, but it doesn't look like highlighting your face. It kind of does right now because I have the lights on me, but this is such a beautiful highlighter. I'm so happy I bought this, and I want to try out the other highlighter and the blush in that collection too. Then these next two things are just a couple palettes I've been loving. I picked this up a couple months ago actually. This is just a perfect go-to eyeshadow if I'm running late and I need something to hurry up and blend real quick, because this blends itself. It's so pretty. I love this eyeshadow palette so much. It's well worth the 45 bucks, and it's just, I can get multiple looks out of this palette. I can go for something more light and natural, or I can go for something more intense and glam. So perfect palette, love it so much. And then this next is this little Man-Eater palette by Tarte. I actually have a look coming up with this palette soon. I'm still working on the video, but you can tell I've been loving this palette. I've already scraped off the Tarte logo on most of them. Pretty much on 3 so far, working on 4, and I've only had this palette for like 3 weeks. I freaking love this palette so much. It's just such a nice, easy go-to palette. I love using this as a highlighter on my skin. It's kind of like the Aspen Ovard one, but it's more intense, and it's so pretty, and I love it so much. These are pretty much 2 eyeshadow palettes I've been going back and forth to the past couple weeks, just because they're so easy to use, and they look flawless every time I use them. Using this blush pretty much almost every day for the past couple weeks too. This was in the Tarte holiday collection this past Christmas, but that's the shade. It's just a nice mauve brownie tone, and this is in the shade Royal. I don't know if it's in the permanent collection, I haven't checked it, but it's just such a beautiful. And then I have a couple lip products. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in this shade Stripped. It's just such an easy go-to when I don't know what to wear and I'm running late. This is what I grab because I know it stays on all day. It's gonna match pretty much whatever I wear, and I mean, I don't really have to make it look perfect to put it on. And then these next ones, it's pretty much, it's not for the shades, it's pretty much for the formula, even though I do love the shade this is. Well, first of all, this is the Sephora lip stains. These are only $14 at Sephora, and these are freaking amazing. I was not expecting this to last as good as it does, and it's one of the best liquid lipsticks I have tried ever, and I have a ton. This formula is so nice, and they have like 40 shades, I think. It's awesome. I want to pick up more. I only have 2 right now. I have 6 and 41. I don't know if this has names. I think they have names in the store, but I love these. These are awesome. I recommend them. Everyone, this is in everybody's video, so I'm not going to go into much detail about this. I already have a backup bottle, well, backup tube of this, because I knew I was going to like die if I ran out of this, and every time I go to Ulta, they're always out of the light shade, so whenever I'm in there and I see a light shade, I pick it up just to have a backup. Right out, this is in the shade Fair. I could probably go a little bit lighter. It's not as light as the Naked Skin Concealer, but I still like this. It covers up everything. It looks very flawless on the skin. Like this, and what I'm going to talk about next is pretty much what I've been using the past month, especially with all my breakouts, because I know it's been working. But this is my favorite concealer at the moment. And this next one, it's pretty much the only foundation I have used the past 3 to 4 weeks. I used Urban Decay All Nighter a couple days ago, and even the lightest shade 0.5, when it oxidizes, it's still way too dark for me. I'm so pale right now. Like, this probably can get mixed. It looks darker right now than it does in real life just because of the lights on it, but I'm in the shade 110. I feel like the tone doesn't really match me too well. They could probably use a more pinky tone because this is kind of more yellow toned. But I love this foundation. I've been getting so many compliments on my skin with this foundation. Everybody asks me what foundation I'm using, and I'm like, it's just something from the drugstore. I have not used this in months actually, and I picked up my old bottle and I used it, and I'm like, why have I not used it in a while? It stays on very good, but I still feel like it's kind of dewy-ish. It doesn't cover as much as I like. I still have to kind of spot conceal before I put on this foundation, just in my bad areas, just to give it a little bit more coverage, because I feel like I'm going in with too much if I don't spot conceal. But still love this foundation. And I haven't been using this every day, but I've been mixing it in with a couple of my foundation. I mix this in if I want to feel a little bit more dewier that day. But this is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer, and I only add like a dot or two. I love this. It doesn't look like this or anything, but it just like gives you like a nice natural looking glow. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so beautiful. I love this. And then these next two are powders. I've been using, this is what I used today. This is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I don't think this is the new one that came out. I think this is the mattifying one. I don't know exactly. But it's in the shade Translucent. I've been baking with this. I've been out of my NYC one for months now, and I don't think they sell them in the drugstore anymore. So I've had to buy higher end ones because every other one at the drugstore is way too dark for me right now. Like, you can see like lines from where I bake with them. But I've been using this, and then the Laura Mercier. I finally bought it, and I freaking love it. It just depends on what I'm doing that day, how long I need to wear my makeup for, and how matte I want my face today. I used this today just because I wanted a little bit more of a matte look, just because I knew I was going to be running a lot of errands. I was going to be seeing people I haven't seen in a while, so I just wanted to look nice. This one I usually use more of every day because I don't need as much. It doesn't feel as dry on my skin. Like, this feels super dry, but I don't look cakey. I love these both. This is a little more, but I feel like you do actually get more than this. This is 35, this is 38. So I'm definitely going to run out of this a lot faster than I am with this, but I love both powders. These last two are not makeup related, but I just really have been loving them. I finally got the Clarisonic, and I felt like my skin has been so clean. Even though my face is breaking out worse right now, I think it's with my diet, or it's with, I've been using a new primer. I don't know if it is. I need to cut one out and see what works. I've cut milk out. My skin has gotten a lot better. Milk has definitely, I think I'm not allergic, but it's just my skin does not like milk whatsoever. And it's my skin has been freaking out because of that. But this, I feel so nice and clean. Super dirty. I don't want to show you the brush right now because I need to get a new head already. But yeah, I do love this. This is the Mia 1, I think. Yeah, Mia 1. I might get the Mia 2 someday. I don't know. I'm pretty satisfied with this. I want to get a different brush head that's more exfoliating because I feel like with my oily skin and with all my breakouts, it's just going to be a lot better with my skin type. So yeah. And then this last thing is a mini size of the Paul Mitchell. Wait, this is not the last thing. I still have a couple more. But this is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. I've loved this serum for a really long time. I've just recently picked it back up again, and it freaking works wonders. I have wavy curly hair. Like, this is my natural hair today. I washed it last night, so it gets very dry on the ends very quick. So I use this in between haircuts. I also use a leave-in conditioner every single night I wash my hair. I just use this during the day before I go to work, and it kind of smooths everything out, kind of tames the frizz a little bit, the waves a little bit, but this doesn't look oily too, but I only put it like here down just because up here kind of gets oily, but here down is so dry. And then these last two things are skincare. I should have included it with the Mia, but whatever. This first one is the Keep Her Cool Skin Calm and Gel Mask from the Formula 1006 brand, I think. I don't know. But I've already used about half of it. has cucumber and coconut in it. The coconut kind of soothes the blemishes, and then the cucumber kind of calms down my skin, which what it pretty much does on the thing, keep your cool. When my skin's like going crazy, I put this on. The next morning I wake up, I don't think it really helps the acne, but it kind of helps like the appearance of my acne. I don't think it helps it from going away or anything, but I do love this. When I do use this, I feel like the next morning after I wake up, my skin just feels a lot smoother, the redness looks a lot better, like just the whole appearance of my face looks so much better the day after I use this. I love this mask. It's only $4 or $5 at Ulta, and I've seen them at Target, but I think they're cheaper at Ulta, plus you get your Ulta points. And then this last thing is from Lush. It's the tea tree water. I already use tea tree oil in my moisturizer whenever I do moisturize my face every night, and it kind of does help my acne. But this kind of it's a toner water. It's supposed to help the oiliness of your skin, and I really do feel like it's made a difference in the oiliness. Like, I can wear makeup for 10 hours and it still looks good. I mean, it looks cakey just because it's like on my skin for 10 hours. But yeah, it definitely helps. I use this, so I use 2 toners. I use a toner to kind of take everything else off, like the extra face mask, extra face wash, and then I will go in with it after I use that other toner. Go in with this spritz my face and let it dry, and then finish with moisturizer, creams, whatever. And I think it works. It says it has cleansing tea tree, astringent grapefruit, balancing juniper berry. I don't think it's helped anything with my acne, but it has helped with the oiliness. I want to see how this works in the summer, because that's when I'm crazy. I do love this. I want to try more of Lush's beauty product, well, not beauty products, but like skincare, because it's all natural, it's all vegan, and I feel like my skin will just do so much better without so many chemicals on my face. If you like this video and if you like watching my favorite videos, then give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of what you want to see next. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. I'd love to have you guys here, and I will just catch you guys all in my next video. Bye.